Hey guys, and welcome back to the third lesson in our course. Before we start, I want to tell you I'm so glad to see you again in a new lesson. So, in the last lesson, we learned what is variable in programming and why do we need it. So, today we will take a new step further and take a new concept in programming, which is an input function. Okay? So, let's start. Okay, Omar, why do we need something called input function in our programs? I'll tell you. We learned that when we define a variable like a, we should assign a value to this variable, like 25. Okay? But I'll ask you a question. What if the value of the variable depends on user input? Depends on user information. Omar, like what? Like his age, like his name, like his email, etc. So, are you supposed to enter the user's information ourselves? Absolutely not. The user should input his own information, right? So we come and say input, please enter your age, and come to the second variable and the same thing, input, please enter your name. Okay? So now we have two variables and two input functions. Okay? So Omar, how can I make sure that the variable age and the variable name become has a value? So let's come and make sure print age, print name. Run the program. It is asking me about my age, so I will answer 22. Then it is asking me about my name, so I will answer Omar. Then it printed 22 and Omar. Nice? Very nice. So now I'll ask you a question. In your opinion, what is the data type of age variable? Maybe you will answer me, it is integer, but unfortunately not. The input function takes the user input as a string, okay? Always, it takes the data from the user as string. So, if I say print type of age, enter your age 22, enter your name Omar, so the variable age will be string. Okay? So Omar, you tell me that the input function in Python always gives us a string. Even the user types a number. But what if we actually need a number? What should we do? Very simple. If you have a variable called number, input, please enter a number. Very simply, you come and type before input, int input. If you want a data of integer, okay Omar, but what if I need a float? Very simply, you will write a float instead of integer. Very nice. So now I will give you a quick exercise to solve it with yourself. And if you couldn't solve it, come and we will solve it together. Okay? So, what is the exercise? The exercise is a program that take the birth year from the user and give him his age. Okay? So I'm waiting you. Stop the video here. Try to solve it. So I hope you could solve it without waiting my solution. So in the first variable is birth year, right? We should ask the user to input his birth year, right? Enter your birth year, please. So the next step is to convert the type. So we will type int input because we need the input as an integer value. So then we define a new variable and let's call it user age. Okay? Then this variable should equal the current year minus birth year. So what is current year? Let's come and define another variable for current year. Current year equal 2025. Okay? So now user age equal current year minus birth year. Very nice. And the last step is print user age. Now let's run the program and say the result. It's asking me about my birth year. I'll say 1999. Then it printed 26. Very nice. And that's all for today. I hope all ideas were very clear to you. And see you soon and goodbye.